What did Elder Holland say not too long ago in general conferences? Come as you are, but do not plan on remaining there. Meaning, be willing to change. Be willing to be transformed. Understand where you are. That's what Nephi is doing here. He understands, I know I have weaknesses. I know I have problems. But then open your heart to, I'm willing to transform. I'm willing to go through the refiner's fire to be made whole. And that's one little piece at a time. It's not going to be all at once, but you have all these weaknesses. You have all these issues. The atonement doesn't justify those and say, it's okay to stay there. What the atonement does is say, I'm covering those, but now let's work on them. Let's really apply redemption into my life.
That's what we talked about in our Gospel Mysteries podcast on grace.
Yeah.
And grace is an enabling power.
Yes.
The moment you feel His grace and you apply it in your life, you are now enabled to overcome, to move forward. We can move forward as though we have already overcome things, and we will eventually overcome all things as He did.
Yep.
That's the gospel. That's the plan of salvation. And we can get to the point where, like Nephi says here, He hath filled me with His love, even unto the consuming of my flesh. You can just, that's the power of the grace of Jesus Christ. When you understand it, when you get it, when you feel it, it's breathtaking, right? It knocks you off your feet, because it's just, it's an amazing grace.
Yeah.
Right? Like the words of those hymns, like that sums it up perfectly.
He says here in verse 34, O Lord, I have trusted in Thee, and I will trust in Thee forever. I will not put my trust in the arm of flesh, for I know that cursed is he that putteth his trust in the arm of flesh. Yea, cursed is he that putteth his trust in man, or maketh flesh his arm. The reason I love that verse so much, the first couple lines of that verse, I have trusted in Thee, and I will trust in Thee forever. Nephi doesn't put any qualifiers on that statement. His faith and his sincerity, his devoutness to the Lord is, come what may, and this man had suffered beyond what we will probably ever have to experience or can comprehend. Multiple times his life being threatened by his own brothers, that at one point he looked up to. At one point they were his elder brother, and that he had he probably looked up to with awe and with reverence of his brothers. But at a certain point realized he was moving beyond them. He trusted in the Lord regardless. Whatever was going to happen to him, had he been killed at one point by his brothers, come what may, no matter. And for us, that is where real strength lies. That's when the Lord knows this person's all in. And the greatest miracles and the greatest blessings will occur after that point. But what grace and mercy allow is for us to get to that point where our faith should not be contingent on what blessings are we receiving. How prosperous are we currently being right now in our life? How well is life seemingly?
Yeah, how sheltered are we from the tribulation?
Yes, correct. Whereas Nephi says, no, none of that matters. My faith, my testimony, my love of the Lord is not contingent. Hit that like button, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it.
They may seem like little things, but liking, commenting, it helps the algorithm push our content out to more people. So it's our small way of sharing the gospel in a social media age.